Hi, good afternoon, every GAMUDians. Okay, welcome on board with BuildSpace version 3.0 presentation. Okay, by default, you all microphone is mute. Okay, if you got any question, actually you can ask, you can type in your question. Okay, and then I can let you talk. If you want to raise your hand, also I can let you talk if you have any inquiry. Okay, actually, this is my first time webinar, live webinar. Okay, all the way is done by my managers. Okay, because GAMUDA is special to me. Okay, okay. So today I'm going to fly you all through the BuildSpace. What BuildSpace can do. Okay. So first of all, I introduce my about BuildSpace. Okay, actually BuildSpace is founded in year 2011. Okay, actually I'm the founder. I'm the Chiu. Okay, a little bit about my background. Actually, I think most of you is a QS. Okay, if you're QS, I think you also heard about the BuildSoft. Okay, BuildSoft actually is a software from Australia. Actually, I'm the distributor of the BuildSoft since year 2000. Okay, and then in year 2011, I met my co-founder Inti Azlan. Okay, actually he's in IT background. We met him. I met him actually in JKR. Okay, because JKR are using our solution, the BuildSoft. Okay, and then during that time, the JKR want to implement the national e-tendering system. Okay, so that's why we have BuildSpace. Okay, actually our vision is to provide the total solution for the construction industry. Okay, so this is our IT philosophy. Okay, I found based on my 20 years, I can say it's a 20 years experience in the software industry. Actually, I know most of the company. I can say is a half of the company when they invest in this software. Actually, it's not supposedly to increase their productivity, but eventually it's not increase their productivity, and some even not use totally. Okay, and also not improve their efficiency. Okay, so that's why I found this issue because not every single software it can cater for every regions. Okay, like Asian and Europe, all these country actually have a different kind of the requirements. So we cannot cater. That's why I come out the BuildSpace to specially cater for our Asian country, especially in Malaysia. Okay, so the second point of our IT philosophy is okay. For example, I think most of your is executive staff level at here. Okay, I think most of your time you spend is on the preparation of the reports using Excel, adjust report, everything. Actually, most of your time, if you eventually you calculated, actually, is most of the time you spend on that. Okay, and then that's why I'm thinking of provide a total solution. Okay, for this to all the executive staff. Okay, and then for them to can be focused more on their core business objective. Like you are the QS. Okay, you need to spend the time on the cost estimates, okay, and all other claim relevant tasks instead of just every day preparing all these paperwork, okay, busy with the paperwork. So these are our IT philosophy. And also the third one, the top management, okay. I think this is a very frequent, like the executive staff normally, I think not weekly, sometimes it's a monthly, also need to prepare a management report to your management, and then every month have to do once. Okay, so if we build space, actually we want to have top management in control. Okay, that means they can just log into the system, they can retrieve whatever live data that they want. Okay, so actually to reduce the double handling works. Okay, and then okay, why do we need build space? Okay, I think more or less it's a similar like our IT philosophy. Okay, because we identified that the problem statement in the construction industry actually still practice manual works. That means or to rely on the Excel. Okay, Excel actually is very flexible, but it can't really properly control. Okay, especially in the big organization like GAMUDA. Okay, and also in efficiency process. Currently, I think still practice like traditional method of the work processes. Okay, and then it's not so efficient, and also don't have any collaborative platform. I think now some project, okay, actually they have the budget, they can go for, like, I think you heard about the Econex or this. Actually, Econex is a collaboration platform also, so it's similar like BuildSpace. Okay, but BuildSpace, the core function is more on the tendering and contract management. Okay. Okay, so that's why with this problem, that's why we have the BuildSpace solution. Okay, BuildSpace actually is an automated system to streamline the workflow. Okay, that means it will streamline your work process. Okay, and also the workflow, and also providing a collaborative platform. Okay, to the user. Okay, you can communicate. Let's say for GE, you can communicate with all your vendors. Okay, all your awarded subcontractors. Okay, so all the information will capture inside inside the BuildSpace actually, so you can easily retrieve back. Okay, it's a proper documentation and the project repository. Okay, then the next. Okay, so these are the BuildSpace solution for the main contractor. Okay, actually we have the cost data. Okay, I think most of the company, they don't have the proper cost data. Okay, normally they were using Excel, but in BuildSpace we have the proper cost data. We have the library manager for you to store all the resource and schedule rates. Okay, for you to store all your BR rates, and also with the RFQ, you can request for quotation from the supplier if you want, and also the historical rates. Okay, you can keep all the historical rate inside. And then other than this, okay, this is more or less is something like your work process. Okay, like you have the cost data, and then when you have a tendering, okay, when you have the tendering, okay, let's say you want to tender for a project, okay, so we can cater for the tendering and estimating also. You can import the tender BQ, and then you can do your pricing, and then you can do your tender analysis, and then you can like extract your BQ for your subcon to price. Okay, so these are tendering and estimating stage. Okay, once you awarded, I think, okay. Once you awarded, let's say you got the project ready, so you can straight away prepare your subcon tender. Okay, you can reuse all the information. You no need to recreate any other additional information. You can reuse back. Okay, once awarded, you can prepare your subcon e-tender. Okay, we have the subcon e-tender management. Okay, with the proper tender documentation, tender calling, and then tender evaluation and award also. After that, after you award to the subcon, and then you can do the subcon management. Okay, subcontract management. Okay, we have the progress claim. You can update the progress claim. Okay, I think you call for GAMUDA, GE is called IPC. Okay, you can print out your IPC in the system, and also we have the e-claim submission for your subcon to submit the claim. Okay, through the platform, and also we have the budgeting report. Okay, I think this one budgeting report also you need to produce at least monthly. Okay, so we can generate that report also, and also the remeasurement and VO variation. Okay, so after that, we have another additional function we call the project and site management also. Okay, like you can come out your projects. This is more on the project departments. Okay, your project departments, so they can come out their project schedulings, cash flow projection. Okay, and also the cash flow projection actually is automatic based on your project scheduling. Okay, when you draw a project scheduling, you automatic. Okay, and then the defect management. Okay, defect management. Okay, and also the request for inspection. Okay, so we also cater for this. Okay, and then okay, another one is this is our latest function. Okay, we call the management reporting. Okay, this is something like the BI tools. Okay, I think if you're familiar with BI tools, it's something like business intelligence tools. That means it will pull all the information to display on the dashboard. But this one, our dashboard, the unique is auto, because it will automatically extract all the information within our system. Okay, because all your BQ, all your claim, all your whatever information is within the system. So whenever you do anything, the all management able to retrieve all this real data to here. Okay, so this is what we call the management reporting. So okay, I go to the our real system. Okay, you can access to our system. Okay, anywhere. Okay, by as long as you have the internet connection. First of all, let's say I access as a user. Let's say I log in. Okay, when you log in, you can see our front this is our new UI lah. Actually, we are going to launch next this weekend. Okay, so when you log in, you can see all the pending tasks here. Okay, all the tendering to-do list. Okay, like award recommendation, how many days left already, and then recommendation of tenderer list or tenderer, and then post-contract part, claim cert, pending for your approval, all this, and then VO. Okay, and then publish to post-contract, all this. You can see all the pending tasks here. Okay, and then you can just easily click here, and then you can go to approve. Okay, and then you scroll down a bit, you can see all the number of project. Okay, number of project created inside the BuildSpace. Okay, so you can see how many number of project under the calling tender, post contract, recommendation of tenderer, close tender, list of tenderer, and completed. Okay, and let's say I want to go to the, let's say now you have the tender. Okay, now I want to tender. Actually, this presentation is more on hands-on. Okay, so maybe I will go through the entire your day-to-day work process. Okay, for example, tender team. Okay, the tender team, let's say you want to tender for a project. Of course, you receive the hard copy. Okay, hard copy or some client they give you an Excel. Okay, so you can go to the project here. You can click at the project. Okay, and then you can see the project list here. This is the project listing. All the project will come out here, and then you can see the status here. You can filter the status if you want. Okay, let's say for example, now I want to tender for a new project. I can add the new project here. Okay, go to add a new project. And then I can select, let's say contract type standard. Okay, I can select what category. Let's say this is let's say MRT. Okay, so I can select subsidiary. So you can put your subsidiary. This is a GAMUDA subsidiary. Let's say I select GAMUDA Engineering. This project is under GAMUDA Engineering, Sdn Berhad. Okay, so I can put the title. Let's say maybe height, speed, rail. Okay, let's say KL to Singapore. Okay, so I can just put the address here. Okay, let's say this is a high speed. Okay, rail. Okay, and then actually we have the LA also. If you want to see the LA also, we also have the LA. Okay, and also form of tender. We have the template here. Okay, and then you can click save. Okay, so once you create a project, okay, this one is normally for the like GL lah, GAMUDA land. Okay, when they create a project, they need to assign. Let's say they have any QS consultant, they have any M&E consultant. But for your case, actually you don't need. You just stick here because you are tendering for a project. Okay, so you just click save. Okay, so you can see the project created, and then you want to go to import the BQ. You can go to here, BuildSpace Pro. Okay, and then you will go to our BQ system. Okay, you will go to our BQ system, and then from here you can import your BQ. Okay, so you can see high speed rail. Okay, KL to Singapore, and then you can add a bill because normally one project, okay, you have a few bills. Okay, bill 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can create the bills here. Let's say bill number 1. Okay, and then I want to add another bill. Let's say bill number 2. Okay, so normally you need to import the BQ. Okay, I don't know how is your practice. Okay, maybe you type. Actually, you want to type, you also can use this system to type. It's much more easier because we have prefixed all the formula. Or sometimes the people will scan. Okay, let me show you the scan. Okay, let's say I minimize this one. But you need the scanning software. I'm using the OmniPage. After I survey all the scanning software, this is I think is a more most useful lah. If you want to scan the hard copy, the PDF into the Excel. Okay, let's say for example I open the OmniPage. I can go to load file. Okay, I can open the scan BQ. Okay, this is a sample BQ in PDF format. Okay, so I can zoom it. Okay, I can just double click. It will detect all the columns and the rows, and then for the second page, same also, I double click, it will auto detect, so I can move the row here. But after that, you can perform OCR and then you can export already. But you want to make it more nicely, actually you need to do another step, okay, which is, let's say I go back to this one. You can zoom in, which is you need to do another thing is to insert row divider. Okay, you need to insert another row here. Okay, yeah. Although first time you will see tedious, okay, but actually this one is easier, especially for the person who do the tendering. Because once you do this one, you import it into the system, and then you can just easily follow the system already. You don't need to refer back to the hard copy. Okay. So and then if with full description also. Okay. But this one, if you're familiar, I think it's very fast. Okay. And then I can go to next page. Okay. Same also, I can just zoom it. Okay. So I can put another row here. Okay. Let's say this one also the same. I put another row. Okay, and then okay, that's all. Okay, that's all. After that, I can select all the sheet here, and then I can go to perform OCR. Okay, so after perform, you can just export the file. Okay, you can export to CSV or Excel. Okay, let's say BQ, I can put BQ. Okay. Okay, so once I export, okay, you can see from I save under here. Okay, this one, BQ. So I double click. So you can see export like this. Okay, if you export more improperly, and then every item have the blank row. You can see from here. Okay, so and then you can straight away import into our system. Okay, let's say for example, I go back to BuildSpace here. Okay, let's say I want to import to build number 1. I can go to here, import from file, Excel, and then I can select, okay, BQ, open. Okay, so you need to match the column actually, okay, because from Excel, you can see from here, B is a description, C is a unit, D is quantity, BCD. So you go back to the system, description, B, B to B, and then unit, C, quantity, D. So you import. So it will auto detect. Okay, you can see the frame here. So you just take here, quantity, import. So you're imported already, and then they will double click. You double click again, so you can see the item from here. So after you imported, you can edit if you want. This is something like Excel. Okay, if you want to add a row, you can just add a row here. Okay, you can type a new item here if you want. It's something like Excel. Okay, so you can just, if you don't want, you can just delete the row. Okay, and then you can go back to element here. You can print out the BQ also if you want to print out. Okay, you print out, let's say frame, print out. So you can print out also if you automatically come up with the collection page. Okay, because this system also we have a QS consultant firm also using this system to produce a BQ. Okay, so this is how to import from Excel. Okay, and then let's say you have Excel. Let's say the client give you the Excel file. Okay, for example, I go to open another sample Excel file here. Okay, so normally the client will give you the Excel file, and most of the consultant, okay, who prepare the BQ, normally they will prepare different sheet for different elements or different trades. Okay, like this one, multiple sheet for different elements. Okay, you can import all together. Okay, but most important is you need to delete some of the row. Okay, for example, you need to delete this one because our system will auto generate that the heading, and then you also no need the page total. Okay, the page total, and then the description, the item, the header with the description also no need. You can just remove it. Okay, and then the last one, the collection page, also no need because our system will auto generate the collection page. Okay, yeah, so after that you can save. Let's say save to D drive, save. Okay, so and then I go back to here. Okay, so and then I can go to the, let's say I want to import to the build number 2. Okay, so I go to import from file, build, no, sorry, import from file, Excel. I select the file. Let's say this sample BQ. Okay, same also, I need to match a column, like C is a description, D is a unit, E is quantity. Okay, CDE. So I have to go to the here, C, D, E. Okay, so I import. Okay, same also, you can see your automatic generated. Okay, how it can detect these are all the elements. Okay, because from Excel we have our rules. Okay, our rules is every sheet, okay, the first row, when you import it, you will import it as a trade or element. Okay, so that's why you can see all the list here. Okay, so you can just tick all quantity, import. Okay, so when you double click, you can see imported the whole BQ. Okay, you go to frame, double click. Okay, and also we can come out the multiple column also, but they want normally for property developers. Okay, okay, so once you have the BQ, okay, now you are the tender team, you have the BQ ready. So what you want to do is you do the pricing. Okay, so actually the BuildSpace also have the library. Okay, you can click at the BuildSpace. You can work out your library. Okay, before tendering. Okay, or become your cost data. You can save all your cost information inside our library. Okay, you can go to library manager here. Okay, you can see we have the resource schedule rates. If you click at the resource, you can see I have material, labor, plant. Okay, you can create more if you want, but this is quite general material, labor, plant, subcon. Let's say for example I go to material, I can double click. Okay, So you can see the list of the, you can separate your material by trades. Okay, for example, sand, ready mix, ready mix, concrete, rebar, BRC, and so on. If you want to see more detail, let's say ready mix, you can just double click. Okay, so you can see the ready mix, grade 15, 20, 25, and then you can see the rates here. This is the rates from supplier. It's not your BR rate. This is only the material only. If you double click, you can see from which supplier. Okay, actually we have the RFQ lah. Okay, I don't know whether you practice you have or maybe request from quotation is come from your other department, so you're not involved in this. Okay, but if you want to do the RFQ also can, you can use our system also. Okay, so these are how to store all the supplier information. Okay, so I go back to here. Okay, so you can see all the rates here. Okay, and then let's say after that I go to the I go back to the trade, and then you can go to other trade also. Let's say for example for the labor, you can double click. You can see the labor. Okay, and then the labor also you can create the separate trade also. Let's say for concreter, double click. So this one you can see all the labor cost. Let's say for casting link concrete, how much per meter cube. Okay, and then casting concrete, how much per meter cube. Okay, and then you can put the wastage here if you want to put. Okay, so these are how to, and then you want to see the plant machinery, you can double click. Okay, this is your machinery, and then you want to put your subcon rates, you can just double click. This is your library actually. Okay, you can keep all your cost information under here. Okay, so from here actually you can link to your schedule rates. Okay, this is our schedule rate. You click at this schedule rates, you click. Okay, so you can create many schedule rates. Okay, schedule of rates actually is your cost estimate lah. Okay, so for example, I go to first one, the master. I double click. Same also, you can separate your schedule rate by trades. Okay, for example, I go to concrete. I double click. You can see I have the VRC grade 15, 20, 25, and so on. And then you can see the rates here in blue color. Yeah, just now I forgot to tell you. In blue color, that means inside have the calculation. If you double click, you can see the build up here, material, labor, plant. Okay, and then let's say I go back to concrete. For example, I build up a new one. Okay, let's say I want to build up a new item. I can just go to add row here. I can just put, let's say VRC grade, say 15. Okay, I can put, let's say meter cube rates. I can put 300. Let's say. You can direct key in also. But you direct key in, you will show in black color lah. Okay, or you can double click. You can do your build up. Okay, by default it blank. Why it blank? Because not every build up you have material, labor, plant. So that's why we allow you to choose. So you can click at the resource library here, resource category, and then you can just click at, let's say material, labor, plant. Okay, so you can close. So it come out like panel. Okay, why our build rate like this method? Okay, because for example, I go to material, I go to build up. Let's say I can import from resource also. Okay, let's say I click import from resource. Okay, so this one it will open the material resource library only. Okay, so I go to ready mix, double click. Okay, so I can choose, let's say for grade 15, import. So you can see it will show in green color. Okay, the green color that means link to your resource library. Okay, and whenever any update on the resource, the rates here automatic update. Okay, so I can just continue. Let's say this 1 meter cube, and then I can go to labor. Same also, I go to import from resource. So you open the labor resource rate only. So I can go to concrete. Let's say casting concrete, import. Okay, so you can see the rate here. So I just put 1 meter cube. Okay, so for plant, same also, I can import from resource, and then I can go to select, let's say concrete, mobile crane, import. Okay, so I put 1. Okay, so why our BR rate like this? Because when you import this rates, let's say got any, later we'll show you how to import this rate into your tender BQ. Okay, once you import into your tender BQ, you able to generate how much the total material cost, and how much the total labor cost, and how much the total machinery cost. Okay, that's why we have this method of the schedule rates, the BR rates. Okay, and at the bottom you can see here, you can apply the conversion factor also. Okay, but this is option. Okay, you want to take, and then you can apply any conversion factor lah if you want. Okay, for example, you build this concrete in meter cube, you want to convert to meter square, so you need to key in the times the thickness. So you can key in the thickness here also can. Okay, if you want, you can just untick this one. So these are our BR rates. Okay, so these are our library. Okay, I hope everyone clear on our library. Okay, basically our library, you can keep your resource. Okay, you can keep all your resources, and also you can do your BR rates. Okay, you can store all your BR rates here. We call schedule rates. That's why you can see I have many BR rates here. You can create BR rate, let's say for high-rise building, or terrace house, or land, or MRT, or LRT, or anything. Okay, infra, civil works. Okay, you can create many set here because different work category, maybe different price. Okay, different unit rates or different constant of productivity. Okay, so you can create many set here. So this is our library. I don't explain the BQ library because you are not prepared the BQ also. Okay, this BQ library actually we also have the like CESMM, okay, civil engineering description. Okay, like concrete works also. So these are our standard description. Unless you want to produce a BQ, you can copy from here also. Okay, so this is our library. Okay, hopefully clear to you all. Okay, so let's say I go back to the BQ just now. Okay, if I want to go back to the BQ, okay, I can just go to BuildSpace, Project Builder just now. Okay, this high-speed rail KL. Okay, so just now I import these two BQ already, my tender documents. So I want to do the pricing. Okay, so for tender team, it's easier for you once you have the library. Okay, you can just go to here, import rates. Okay, you can go to import rates. Okay, and then you can see at the top actually is your schedule rates, and then at the bottom is your project. So let's say, for example, I go to the bill number 1, frame. Let's say I can just stick from here. Okay, let's say I select this all, and then I go to the, this is a grade 25. Okay, let's say I go to the master concrete. This is grade 25, I import. Okay, so I can go to other BQ. Let's say I go to other BQ. Just now I import bill number 2 also. Okay, this one also grade 25. Okay, so I can tick all. I import. Okay, so in order not to make you confused, I just focus on this concrete first. Okay, because you can do others like rebar, any other items. Okay, you can just import. Okay, and then it will automatically generate the analysis for you. But now I show you concrete. Okay, this concrete grade 25. Let's say I go back. Okay, once you when you go back to the project builder project breakdown, you can see the total amount here because it already priced. Okay, and then now you want to know. Okay, because I have two bill. Okay, I want to know all the high speed rail, all the concrete grade 25 is how much the quantity. Okay, I can easily know from here, project analyzer. Okay, I can go to schedule rate analysis. Okay, so if I auto generate which schedule rate I'm using, so this one master. I double click concrete. You can see the total here, total cost. Okay, and then you double click again, so you can see concrete grade 25. Okay, and then you can see the rates here, and then you can see the total quantities. You auto show the total, this one the total quantities and also the total cost. If you double click, you can see from which bill. This one from bill 1, this one from bill 2. Okay, so you can see all the price here. Okay, this is you want to know the total quantity. Okay, of the grade 25. Let's say you want to know the total labor cost for grade 25, how much? Yeah, you can do also. You just go to project analyzer, resources analysis. Okay, and then you can see material labor plan. Okay, if you go to labor, okay, concrete, you can see the labor rate is 25 ringgit, and then you can see total quantity, total cost for labor only. Okay, and then we double click, same also. So you can see from here, from each BQ, and then you can see the rate it will show in labor cost only. So this one also got advantages. For example, let's say I go back to the resource again, material. Okay, if you double click, you can see this is 320 is only material cost. Okay, just now is 300, I think 50 something. Okay, but this is 320 is only material cost. Let's say suddenly, okay, let's say for this project, maybe you call for quotation already, and then eventually your supplier give you the code. Let's say it's 400. You can just update here, and then you want to apply the wastage. Let's say the 3%. Okay, you can just type 3, and then you can double click. You can see automatic change 400, and then wastage is 3%. And then it will automatically update your BQ. Okay, when you go back project builder, you can see the recalculate button here. You can see by default it's a 350,000. If you click recalculate, okay, so it automatically update 438. Okay, and then this one also the same also. And then you can go in, let's say bill number 1 frame. Okay, you can see the price here. You can just double click. You can see just now my material 400 and wastage 3%. Okay, so this one is easier for you to do when you're tendering. Last minute you want to change the price, you can just easily change from here. Okay, and also we have the markup function. Okay, for example, you want to apply the markup. Okay, for bill these two bill lah. Let's say for example, you can open the bill and then you can go to the bill property. We have the markup here. Let's say you want to apply the item markup and also the element markup. Okay, and then sometimes you want to round your rates. Okay, you can just click here. You can round to 0.1 if you want. Okay, and then same also, I can go to another bill. Okay, I can go to bill property. I click to activate the markup. Okay, and then this decimal also the same. I can round to 0.1. Okay, so after I activate markup, okay, you can see from here. Okay, so now I want to apply very simplest one. I want to all the concrete grade 15. I want to mark up 10%. How I am going to do that? Okay, I can just go to here. Project Analyzer, Schedule of Rate Analysis. Okay, because here it can extract all the item. For example, I go to this schedule rates, concrete. So you can see grade 25. So I can just easily key in here 10%. It will automatically apply to all my items inside the BQ. Okay, or you can double click. You can see from here 10% already. Okay, or you can go back to the BQ. Same also like if I come out recalculate. Every time you update any price, it will automatic prompt to ask you to recalculate everything. Okay. Yeah, so you can see after you mark up 10%, your total markup amount is how much, overall markup is how much. And then you can go in more detail. Okay. You can mark up by element also. Let's say you want to mark up by elements. Okay, you can just key in here, let's say another 10%. Okay, and then we'll auto calculate how much total. Or you can claim by amount. Let's say I want to additional 10,000. Okay, so we will auto calculate the percentage. And then if you create in, double click until item level. Okay, yeah, so you can see from here, rate after markup. This is the rate that you want to price inside your hard copy tender documents. Okay, so you can just go back to the elements. You can just print out. Print. You can see if you use the final rates after markup. Okay, if you use the rate after markup. Okay, and then let's say I close this one. Besides, we also can, let's say you want to, some of the item maybe you cannot get from your library. You want to ask your subcon to code. Also can, we have the sub package here, you can see. Okay, you can go to click sub package. And then you can type, let's say, concrete works. Let's say just put supply, labor, or concreting works. Okay. So you want to extract all the concrete item, the labor cost only. Okay, you can go to here, extract the item from resource analysis, material, labor. Okay, labor. Let's say concrete. Just take import. Okay, close. And then you can go to assign subcontractor. You can go to assign types and unit. This one provided your bills have a multiple type lah. If not, if by default it's one type, so I have to just take one types here. Okay. Okay. So after that, you can export. Okay. Or I show you first. I close this one, and then you can see it automatically generate the amount. You can click from here. You can see the labor cost is total 29,000. Okay. And then you can double click. It will automatically extract bill based on the selected item only. That means the concrete item. If you double click bill number 1 again, frame, you can see all the concrete item. Or I can go to the bill number 2. Just now got many elements, but when you go to bill number 2, frame, you only filter the concrete item only. You can see from here. Okay. And then you can see the rates. Just now you can see the rates. Estimate rate is $25 because this is a labor cost only. Because you do the comparison, you cannot use the total BR rates, include all the material, because you are sub labor. Okay, so you can compare to your subcon who supply labor only lah. And then you can export. Okay, you can export. You can go back to the this one, assign subcontractor. You can select subcontractor if you want. Let's say I just put PCK. Let's say I can select a few subcontractor. Okay, let's say these two. And then I can just click on at this subcontractor. I can just go to export and import subpackage. I can export, import Excel file. Okay, I can export in the Excel file format. Let's say, for example, bill number 1, I can export. Okay, Excel BQ export. Okay, let's say I save under the D drive. Okay, so after I save, I can just open this Excel file. Oh, here already, Excel BQ. So you can see it will look like this. Okay, and then your subcon, they cannot edit anything here lah. Okay, only they can key in the price. Let's say the price they put, let's say 20. This one 23, 23, 23. I just simply type here. Okay, and then it will automatically sum it up also. Okay, and then once your subcon price it, and then they can save, and then they can email back to you lah, the file. Okay, let's say close this one. Okay, once you receive back their Excel file, you can just go to import here. You select Excel BQ. Okay, so imported already. When you close, you can see from here 21,000. If you close, you can double click. You can double click just now here. Okay, you can see the subcon rates here. Yeah, you can see the rates here. And then for those subcon that, let's say they don't have the Excel or what, they just tell you the price. Okay, you can just key in here. Also can. And then you can do the comparison. You can print out this report also if you want. Okay. This one is a way you want to do during your tendering. You can do that. You want to get your subcon price. You can use this sub package. Okay. Okay. And then you can go to, if you want to print out this report. Okay. We also have the print function. You can go to the BuildSpace and then go to the reports, and then the project builder reports. Okay. High speed rail. And then you can see the sub package here. Okay, you can just go in the sub package. Let's say you can just tick. Let's say I want to tick print out this this report. Okay, or I can go in more detail. Item. Okay, I can just tick here rates and total or tenderer lowest to highest. Okay, so we'll show the red color, that means is the highest. The green color is the lowest. Okay, you can print out if you want. You can export to Excel or you can print out also. You can print in PDF. Okay, you can print in PDF also. Okay, so these are, you can print out your subcon, the price comparison. Okay, yeah, so this is how to do the tendering. Okay, let's say I go back to that project. Okay, high speed. Okay, so once you finish your tender, you just but you still need to manually inking back lah, because because this is a different format. This is a printing. If you want to printing this BQ format, actually this format is our own format. I think it's not accepted by the client. Okay, although we can print out the entire set of the BQ, but it's not, because this is some of the consultant, they are not allowed. Okay, although we can print out all the BQ once you're done the pricing. Okay, but you still need to manually inking back. Let's say the client is not practicing the e-tender. Okay, and then after that, okay, let's say once you awarded this project, okay, you want to do your subcon. Okay, you want to do your subcon comparison. You want to extract all the trades out, and then to award to your subcontract. Okay, the sub packages. So you can use back this also. Let's say, for example, sub package. Okay, just now I already used this one, the supply labor for concrete works. So now I awarded already. I can create another subcon BQ, and then I can go through the proper e-tender process. Okay, for your subcontractor. Okay, because just now this function actually is not official one. It's just to quickly get the quotation from your subcon. So we use this platform. Okay, but once you awarded, of course you need to go through the proper e-tender process. So what to do? Okay, you can just export this BQ out. Okay, you can go to extract this one, the assign subcontractor, and then you click export import sub package. You can export import BuildSpace bar with estimate rates. Okay, so you just click this one, download. Okay, and then I download to D. Okay, close. Okay, so I can close this one, and then I come back to here. Okay, come back to my Okay, let's say, for example, this is a e-project, our dashboard. Okay, I'll show you again. Let's say I go back to home. Okay, and then go back to project listing. Okay, you can see the project I created, high-speed rail. If you want to add the sub-package, you can see 0 sub-package here. Okay, I can open this one. There's no sub-package here. Okay, but I can add the sub-package here. I can go to add here. Okay, choose the file. Okay, just now I export the supply label for concreting. Okay, and then work category, let's say it's MRT. Okay, so I just click save. Okay, same also. Every sub-package you can assign, let's say the project department people, because you are from CNC, maybe you want the project department to have access to this platform to communicate with the subcon also. Yeah, we have that also. You can just they are under project manager. You can select from here, but they need to register inside the system as well. Okay, so they can do the like defect management, the request for inspection, or you can do through this platform also. Okay, so I just click save. Okay, so you can see this is a subcon BQ, supply labor for concreting works. Let's say in case you still want to amend some of the BQ, you still can amend. Okay, you can go to the pro here, or you can go to here. We have the project progress checklist. If you don't know what are you going to do, okay, you just open this checklist. You need to complete all this checklist, only you able to call for tender. Okay, for example, prepare BQ, publish to tender. You don't need to prepare BQ already because this one already got the BQ, but you want to see the BQ, you can just click at view. So we'll go to the view. You can see the BQ here. Okay, and then you want to amend, this is a subcon BQ already. You can see here, just now, I think beer number 2 got a lot element, but when you go in, you only got one element because I only extract concrete item. If you want to add a new item, you can just add. Or you want to reduce the quantity, you can reduce. Let's say this one quantity, for subcon I only what 90. Okay, you can change the quantity if you want. Let's say this one 45. Okay, and then once you finalize, okay, you can just publish to tender. Okay, publish. Yes, yes. Okay, and then you can go back to your e-project. Okay, okay, just now the project here. Okay, okay. So you can see just now I import high-speed rails. Just now I imported one sub-package already. I can open this sub-package. So you can see this. Okay, and then I can just open this sub-package. So I go to this progress checklist. You can see the BQ already prepared and published to tendering. Okay, so now what you want to do is you need to make sure the tender document is uploaded. Okay, how to do that? If you don't know, you can just click on this view. So we'll divert you to here. Okay, and then you can go to the, let's say, you want to add the new folder also can. This one you can create a template. Okay, you can create a template. Okay, let's say the drawings. Okay, save. Okay, and then under drawing, you want to split again, also can. Okay, you want to split by folder also can, or you can just open directly, and then you can just upload your drawing here. Add file. Let's say, for example, I go to sample for a project, draw with PDF drawing. Let's say you want to upload PDF drawing also can, or any other format. Okay. Okay. So once you uploaded, okay, so you go back to the front page again. So you can see my document is uploaded. Okay. And then next is form tender. You click here, view. So you can edit the clauses if you want to edit the clauses. Okay. This is our default template of the form of tender. Okay. And then or you want to edit the address if you want. Okay, you can just save. Okay, so after you edit, okay, I can go back to the home here. Okay, so you can see form tender already done, and then recommendation of tenderer, I can click here, view. Okay, so I can prepare. Okay, let's say completion period. Okay, this one proposed calling tender date. Let's say today. What time? 4:30. Okay, 4:30 until let's say tomorrow 4:30. And then completion period, let's say 12 months or weeks, you can choose. Okay, and then procurement method, you can choose. Okay, and then your this one normally for your budget. Okay, you can put your budget here. Okay, and then target site site possession. Okay, so you can choose let's say by July, 1st of July. Okay. And then, okay, so we can just save. Okay, actually you have the technical iteration because just now I forgot to select the building category because MRT I don't have the work, I don't have the technical iteration criteria here. Okay. Okay, so I go to assign contractor. Okay, I can select which contractor. Okay, let's say BuildSpace, this one. Okay, these 3 subcon or 4 subcon here. I can just save. Okay, and then I can send expression of interest to the subcon to ask them whether they are interested to participate or not. Okay, but I skip this part. Okay, or I can, because I can just manually change here the status to yes. Okay, and then I can submit for my superior to approve if I want. Okay, for in this case I just approve by myself. Okay, so I just click submit. Yes. Okay, so you can see the form submitted, but it will show who approved. That means I approve without any approval. Okay, but all the logs are kept here. And then actually this one we have 3 forms. Recommendation of tenderer, that means from the lowest level to propose. Okay, and then come to list of tenderer, actually it's the management, more on the higher manager level to verify the tenderer. Okay, either they want to delete or want to add a new contractor also can. They can just, if they don't want the contractor, they can just delete here. Let's say this one disqualified. Okay, they can just remove it, or they want to add a new one, they can just add a new one. Okay, BuildSpace. Okay, let's say the BuildSpace, this one. Okay, so I can add a new one if I want also lah. Okay, so you can put a remark here. Okay, if I want to put any remark. Okay, so this one I can just put yes. Okay, so after that I can, let's say this one I can put disqualified. Okay, then I can submit for approval. Okay, so once you submit, the last form actually is a calling tender. Okay, you can see the calling tender here. So you can, this is a final form. Okay, it's a final form. Okay, let's say if you submit this one, okay, actually you can set an acknowledgement letter. Okay, let's say upon subcontractor submitted the tender, you will prompt out this if you want. Okay, and also you can send out the tender invitation to your subcon if you want. Okay, and also, okay, let's say I call the tender first and just go to submit. Okay, so now you can see the tender is calling. You can see from here, or you can go back to the home. Okay, project. Okay, you can see just now I tender for this project, and then I ordered high speed, and then you can see the sub package here. Okay, these are sub packages. You click on sub packages. So you can see this sub package. I'm calling this tender for these sub packages. So let's say I log out. Let's say I'm the contractor. Okay, I'm the subcon. So of course I will receive the email notification. Okay, and then I will log into the system. Okay. Okay, same also. This interface for the subcon. Okay, when they log in, they can see number of post-contract project that we awarded to them, and also how many calling tender project. Okay, so they can go to the project here to see which other project is calling. Okay, but actually they can receive the email. They can click the link from the email. It will automatic divert to here. Okay, so you can see this is a supply label for concreting works. Okay, it's calling. Okay, they can just open it. Okay. And then they can, if they don't want to download the documents, they can just go to document here, tender documents. Okay. So they can open, they can just click the drawings, and then it will automatically download it. Okay. And then if they want to submit tender, they can just go to this button, submit tender. Okay. But if you have a technical evaluation, actually it will come out. But this one only I set for commercial. Okay. So I can just, they can just open it. This one is haven't submitted. Let's say they want to submit, they can just click on this icon, BQ editor. Okay, because they want to access to the BQ. Actually, they no need to download any soft copy BQ. Okay, by using this platform, they can straight away go into your system to price a BQ. Okay, for example, they just click at this BQ editor. Okay, and then the system, it will automatically view the BQ for your subcon. And then let's say for build number 1, frame, and then your subcon can put the pricing here. Okay, let's say $20. Okay, 23, 23. Yeah, so they can just type here. I just simply type here. Okay, and then they can go to other bills. Okay, let's say for this one, okay, just key in here. Okay, so I just close this one and then I reload again, and then they can see the price here. And then they can print out also. Okay, they can print the final BQ with price. Okay, they can just print out. Okay, and also we can issue the addendum. Let's say you have got any addendum. Okay, for example, I just quickly show you the addendum. Let's say I go back to the e-project. Okay, but I need to log out first. I need to log in back as a client. Okay, like G lah. Okay, let's say I log in back as a main con. Okay, let's say got any addendum I want to issue. Okay, when I log in, I can go back to the projects. Okay, let's say which project I want to issue the addendum. High speed rail for this sub package. Okay, for this supply labels. Okay, let's say got any amendment, I can go to here, BuildSpace Pro. Okay, I can go to here, project addendum, add addendum. Okay, and then now if I add addendum, now I can amend the BQ. For example, let's say I double click. Let's say this item, because you cannot edit the item. Okay, you only can right click, copy, and then right click, paste. So you can remove this one if you want. Okay, this one I can just delete. Let's say this quantity I want to change to 6. So you can change the quantity. Okay, but you still can see the strike through here. That means you got any amendment. Or you want to add a new row also can. If you want to add a new row, let's say for example I add a new item here. Let's say for example, okay, any other item. Okay, you can choose the item type here. Item not listed. Okay, if you put the item not listed, that means you allow contractor to type. Okay, to type this item. Okay, for example, maybe you can put a row here. Any other items. Okay, so I can just okay, this one move indent. Okay, so after that I can just close. Okay, I can go to addendum. Okay, so once I finalize the addendum, I can just click here, action, to log, and save. Yes. Okay, and then it will automatically notify the subcontractor. Okay, for example, I just close and log out. Okay, let's say I'm the subcontractor. I will receive a notification, and then I can log into the system. Okay, I log into the system. I can easily see what are the changes. Okay, I can go to the projects. Okay, this one supply label. Okay, and then I can go to the BQ here. Click here. And then I can easily see. You can see one addendum here. So they can just go in. One addendum here. Go in. Double click. So they can see the changes here. So they can just reprice here. If it will not affect their price BQ, you can see from here still there. Okay, and also they can key in any other item here. Let's say, okay, this item you forgot. Okay, they can key in the new item if they want. Okay, but subject for your approval lah. Okay, when you want to award. Okay, let's say 100 meter cube, $20. Okay, after that they can close, submit tender. Yeah, they just click this button, submit tender. Okay, so it's submitted already. When they go to e-project, they can see from here, submit tender is submitted. Yeah, so that's how easy for the subcon to submit the tender. Okay, and then they don't need to come to collect the tender document and so on. Okay, so let's say I log out. Okay, and then I log in as a main con. Again, okay, so I can go back to that project. Okay, I go to project list, and then high speed rail sub package. Okay, and then you can see still calling lah. Okay, and then you can open. Okay, and then you can see the side menu here, tendering. You can see the open tender here. You can go to open tender. You can see how many tenders submitted. So far, it's only one tender submitted. If you go inside, you still cannot see. Okay, you still cannot see because it's not closing tender yet. Even though the closing tender, let's say for example, I go to extend the tender. I can go to calling tender. This one. I can go to calling tender here. I can extend my tender. Okay, let's say I extend to today. Time at maybe 4:30. Okay, 4:30. Okay, this one I make it. Okay, so I can just extend my tender here to close. Actually, extend to close lah. Okay, so you can see close tender already. Okay, once closed, you go to open also. You open it, you still cannot open. Okay, because we have the open tender process. It's similar like your traditional method. You have to come into the, but traditional method, you have to go to the maybe the room with the tender box, and then everyone witness the tender box is open. This one no need. Okay, this one you can go to the open tender here. You can assign the verifier. Okay, you can assign. Let's say I assign 2 person lah, me, myself, and also another one, for example. Okay, so I save, I submit. Okay, so I will receive an email also, or I can go to the home. I can see my tendering here, got the open tender. Yeah, you can see open tender high speed rail for supply labor for concreting works. Okay, so I can just open this one. So I can reject or confirm. If I confirm, okay, once I confirm, I still cannot see the tender. You can see I go back to open tender. Okay, when I open it, I still cannot open, cannot see the submitted rates because the other person is not yet confirmed. Okay, so let's say I log in as the other person. Okay, just now is Sky. Okay, same also. We'll receive open tender notification. Open it. Okay, confirm. Okay, so everyone confirm already. Okay, let's say I go back. Once everyone open, it will notify. Okay, everyone. Okay, so let's say I log in back to just now the project creator. Okay, and then I go to the you can go to here. We have the notification here. You can shortcut to here. Okay, you can view all notification. A tender has been opened. You can click this one. It will shortcut to here. You can see the open tender already. You can print out the tender opening form if you want. But only one person submitted lah just now. Okay, if you have got a few, it will come out a few. Okay, so this is a tender opening form. Okay, okay, and then if you want to see in detail, okay, the tender comparison rates, okay, the submitted rate lah, that means from the contractor, you can go to the pro. Okay, you can see from here, view tender. Okay, and then you can see your this is contractor price, and then you can go to tender setting, so you can see lah, this contractor total how much. Okay, and then you can go in detail. Let's say for example, I go into bill number 1 frame. Okay, you can see they are submitted, the contractor A, they submit this item is you forgot the additional code, this item 2000. Okay, so you can see straight away see, and then you can see the historical rate here. Let's say you want to compare this one. Last time I award to let's say somebody is how much. Okay, you want to compare, you can just double click here. We call the historical rates. So we come up this one for year 2000, I can scroll up to, yeah, this 2018. Okay, when I awarded is 310. Okay, but this one is our dummy data actually. Okay, so you can close. Okay, you can compare for your historical rates. Okay, if you want. Okay, and then this is how our tender process. Okay, and then you can proceed to the award. Okay, for example, you want to award to this contractor. Okay, but before that, you need to set, for example, you go to the view tender setting. Let's say I tick this one already. I select this tenderer. Okay, so now I can move to post on track. Okay, you can see push to post on track. Okay, publish, use selected contractor rates. Okay, with not listed or without. Okay, not listed, that means the item, additional item that quoted by the awarded contractor. Okay, so let's say with lah. But you need to assign the verifier. You cannot just simply push. Okay, so that's why I need to go back to the system here. Okay, I need to go to the user. We have the contract management. Okay, because when you want to push any BQ to our post contract, you need to assign your verifier to verify it first. So publish to post contract. Okay, you need to assign, select user. Let's say I select myself lah, easier. Okay, this person. Okay, I can select assign user to myself. Assign. Okay, so after that I can go back to just now. I can just publish again. Selected contractor rates with not listed. Okay, so I can select contract period. Okay, let's say from June to October. Okay, and then awarded date. Okay, let's say today. Okay, trade. Okay, let's say trade is a concreter. Okay, and then retention sum. Okay, 10%. And then maximum retention sum. Let's say 5%. You want to include material on site? Yes. Okay, include VO? Yes. Okay, and save. Yeah, it was sent for approval. Okay, so I'm the approver. Let's say I close this one. So I can go back to just go back to the project dashboard. So you can see my pending tasks here. Publish to post contract. Okay, pending for my approval. So I can just click view here. Okay, inspect. So I can view, okay, the contract information. Okay, and also I can go to breakdown. I can see in detail. Let's say your management, they can see in detail. Okay, let's say they want to see in detail the price. Let's say bill number 1 frame. Okay, they can see, but they cannot amend. They cannot amend. Okay, they can view the price. Okay, and then if they agree, they just go to approve. Okay, so they can just type, okay, no problem. Okay, yes. So this BQ, if you move to the post contract, for example, I close this one. Okay, and then I go to the BuildSpace Pro again. You can see the automatic view in different view already. This is our post contract format. You can see it will come out additional column like VO, advance payment, material on site, all this work on behalf. Okay, and then if you want to activate a new claim, you can go to here, claim cert. Okay, in the ring claim. Okay, you can go to, you can setting your claim cert format first, claim certificate layout format. Okay, let's say I want to use format A, do not display text. Okay, I think that's all. Save. Okay, and then I can go to activate new claim. Okay, let's say prepare by me. Save. Okay, so once you activate, okay, now you can do the claim for your subcon already. Okay, let's say for example, this one, bill number 1. Okay, you can claim by elements. Okay, at the trade level or element level. Let's say 10% for overall. You can just type here, or you can double click by items. Okay, you want buy individual item also can. Let's say this one I want 15%, or I want to buy quantities. Okay, maybe 60, or you want to buy amount. Okay, let's say amount, this one 100 ringgit. It will automatically calculate back the percentage and also the quantity. Okay, and also you can close, you can reload. Okay, so we'll show the total. Okay, and then the VO also the same. You can go to VO here. You can double click. You can create a new VO. 1. Okay, you can upload any supporting document if you want. This is a proper documentation. Okay, if you want to refer to any VO that you issue to any subcontractor, yeah, you can just refer back to here. Okay, you can upload any supporting document. Okay, like drawing also can. Okay, and then you will store inside, and then you can double click. Okay, if you have any omission addition, you can just go to here, omit from bill. Let's say bill number 1, or I go to bill number 2. This one, frame. Let's say I want to omit this item. I just tick import. So you can see it automatically come out omit here. And then let's say the changes is only the difference of the quantity. You can just retype the quantity here. Let's say 100 meter cube. So it automatically come out the net omission addition. Okay, and then you can go back to the VO. Okay, so you can see the net omission addition, and then you can submit for approval. Yeah, this one all we have approval process. Okay, you can submit for the multi-levels management for approval also. Okay, and then you can just okay, pending. It will ask you, okay, because I didn't assign any verifier, so it will ask you number of verifier. It will show you 0. You want to proceed or not? If you click yes, that means it will auto approve. Okay, let's say I click yes, so it will auto approve. Okay, once approved, you cannot do anything, but you only can view and then you can do the claim lah. Okay, so this is our process, and then you can see the attachment also. You can see just now attach one document. You can see, you can view back. So this one is proper documentation lah. Okay, so easier for you to find any documents. Okay, the claim documents. Okay, so yeah, and then you can go to the claim cert. Okay, you can go to reload here. You can see the certified amount, and then can double click. Okay, you can go to the claim certificate view here. You can see the view. Okay, or you can print out. Okay, this is what you call the IPC lah. But maybe this is not like your format, but more or less it's the same. Okay, we have the like this one, the accumulate previous disclaim. Okay, and then at the bottom we have the miscellaneous items. Okay, advance payment, deposit, or consign or vote on behalf, or credit debit note, purchase on behalf, vote on behalf, all these things. Okay, so we have the net payable amount. Okay, so this one we can see how is it format, and then we can further maybe enhance on that. Okay, so you can same also, you can submit for approval. Okay, you can submit. Okay, but you need to assign the verifier lah. But this one I didn't assign also. If I ask you also, okay, don't have any verifier, you want to proceed, so you need to make sure it's correct, you only proceed. If not, let's say I go to yes, you cannot revert back because it's approved already. Once approved, you cannot do anything. You cannot revert back anything. Okay, you cannot change anything at the post contract. The quantity, the rates, everything, the claim that already approved, you cannot change also. Okay, actually this got pro and cons. That means the people can easily follow up the payments. They can just log into the system. They can just follow up the works. Okay, the works that done by the previous the colleagues. Okay, so this is our overall system for the can say is cater for the CNC. Okay, and we also have other system, other function. Okay, for example, I go back to open another sample project. Let's say I open home. Okay, project. I open one sample project. Okay, I want to show you the budgeting report. Okay, budgeting report actually is our new function. Okay, and then I will format also according to GE. Let's say, for example, I look for this one, 888. This one is a post-contract project already. You can see it have 13 sub-packages. Okay, and then I can open this one. This one is a main contract. Okay, for our system, you can store your main contract and subcontract. Okay, so this is the main contract. So if you want to see your main contract BQ, so you can see the main contract status also here from here. Your contract amount is how much, and then your VO is how much, and then your VO plus amount, how much, and then up to date claim is how much. Okay, and then you scroll down, you can come out the Gantt chart also. Okay, we have the not the Gantt chart, actually it's a cash flow projection. Okay, but provided you need to do your Gantt chart inside our system. Okay, later I'll show you. For example, I want to view this main contract BQ, I can go to here, Pro. Okay, yeah, so this is a main contract BQ. You can manage your main contract claim using this platform also. And then because if your automatic have a linkage to your all the sub packages. Okay, and then you want to come out your budgeting report, is very easy. You can just go to here, budget report. Okay, here. And then it will automatically view all the budget report here, your revenue, your budget, your subcon budget, and then subcon cost, and then progress revenue and progress cost. Okay, let's say I go to the single type. Okay, and then go to frame. I can compare up to every item. Like this item, I award to 2 subcon here. You can see 2 subcon. This 2 subcon, but this one only 1 subcon. Okay, so you can scroll to the right, and then you can see okay, this is your budget, and then your total subcon budget is this one, 9,000. After you award these 2, okay, 2 subcon, 9,000. Okay, and then your subcon cost, okay, is how much, and then you can scroll back. You can see the progress cost. Okay, progress revenue. Okay, this is all according because all this data is alive. You no need to update manually. Okay, because we have all these sub packages inside the system, and then it will automatically generate this report for you. Okay, and then if you want to export for your management, you can just click this button, export. Okay, now we have done the export function. Okay, so you can just export it, let's say to D drive, and then I can just open this. Okay, it can be export to Excel. Okay, so you can put whatever formula over there inside the Excel if you want. Okay, so this is Excel. So you can see all the items here, the contract quantity, progress quantity, contract rate, budget rate, okay, all these things. So we can come out this report easily. Okay. Okay, so these are our contract, we call the budgeting reports. Okay. And also we have, our system also allow the project department to access. Okay. For example, okay, before that I can show you also lah. We also have the wastage report also. You can see this icon. You click wastage report, actually it will generate, let's say, material, ready mix. Okay, it will show you the total quantity of the let's say the grade 15, the total quantity, total cost, and then the claim quantity. Claim quantity, that means it's so far you claim how much quantity already. This data is automatic generate also. Okay, if you're using our schedule rates. Okay, and then we also, because here we have the post contract, the claim percentage already, so it can auto generate this report for you for wastage purposes. Okay, so this is quite useful also, especially you want to come out your wastage report. Okay, so we have a wastage report also. And then actually we have other functions like location management, define location. All these things actually we can link to the project department. Okay, link to the project department for them to access. Okay, or import the software that they are using and then import to this platform. Okay, okay, so I just log out again. Okay, let's say I'll show log in as the project department people. Okay, project manager lah, let's say. This one, it can be allowed the project department to access also. Let's say, for example, the PM. Okay, they are but they have the limited access. They cannot access everything. Okay, it's not like CNC. You can access to all this, the BQ, the claim, but the project manager they cannot. Okay, let's say for example they go to project. Okay, they can let's say they can look for. Okay, let's say for this project. Okay, you can see the tendering. They cannot see anything. They only can see the technical opening only because they need some of the technical operation also need their approval lah. So they only can see the technical opening. So you can see from here. Okay. Just now I forgot to show you this technical opening. Okay. You can see the generate the report also for the technical. This is automate report. Okay. This one you can actually you can define the criteria, all this like technical capability, financial capability. For example, for technical capability, I just click on this. Okay, so you go in another level. So for technical, you have the key personnel, management personnel. You can just click again. It will go in detail. Okay, your CEO experience more than 10 years. How many? You will get how many score? Okay, so this one is automatic generated. Okay, this one is provided you have you practice. Let's say tendering, to be tendering lah. We call it to be tendering lah with the technical submission. Okay, if you know, you just you don't need this part also. Okay, so for the project manager, they can access to, let's say, the site module. Okay, we have the site module also, site management. Okay, defect management. Okay, they can go to defect. Okay, they can see the list of defect here. Okay, submitted defect. Okay, we have the SOP also for this defect. Okay, we have the SOP, the workflow also for this defect management. And then you can filter up. Okay, they say you want to see the which subcon is most defect submitted. Okay, so you can see PCK. Okay, you can filter PCK got how many, or how many. This all the PCK, the submitted defects. Okay, or you can buy status also. Let's say rejected one. Okay, how many? This one rejected. Okay, so you can click to view the detail. Okay, you can just I think you can just open it. Yeah, you can see the detail here. Reverse response. Okay. Okay, how's that response here? Okay. So this is how to manage a defect. Okay. For example, I can add a new defect. Okay. Site location, they can select, let's say block A, level 1, block 1, living rooms. Trade, they can select which trade. Let's say it's relating to the bar bender. So you automatically select that subcon. Okay. And then category, let's say general bar. Okay. And then let's say need to clean minus. Okay. And then you can put any remarks here. Okay. And then you can attach a photo if you want. This one actually we are developing our mobile apps, so you can go to the site. Even though offline, also you can snap a photo. Okay, and then when there's a lot online, it will automatically sync. Okay, so you can attach any okay file or photo, and then you can submit. Okay, once you submit it will automatically notify this subcontractor. Okay, so we had so you can continuous liaise with all these subcontractor. Okay, so this one we have the work process also for our defect management, and also the daily labor report. Okay, some of the main contractor you need to record all the subcontractor their daily labor records. That means how many labor they come, how many skilled labor, all this you need to record. So this platform will also provide you to record also. Okay, for example, you can add the record here. For example, today weather, how is it? Okay, cloudy, sunny, or what? Okay, let's say sunny. Location, block A, they come to level 1. Okay, maybe lot 1, up to lot 1 lah. Okay, so they can select okay which trade, which subcon, let's say carpenter. So automatic select carpenter. So how many labor come in? Okay, number of workers, so let's say 3%, number of OT workers 4%, or semi-skilled how many percent, and then unskilled how many percent. Okay, and then they can just work description here, and then they can just type anything here. Let's say just now is carpenter. Okay, let's say fabricate formworks. Okay, so target 30 meter square. Okay, so they can add any photo if they want, and then next submit. So automatic recorded here lah. Okay, so this one is for the daily labor, and then we also have the document control here. Let's say document control request for inspection. Okay, let's say your subcon can request for inspection through this platform also lah, if they want. Okay, so I think that's all about the BuildSpace. Okay, so I continue to my the slide here. Okay. Okay, actually in we've happened this MCO, the COVID-19 era, actually digital transformation is the needs, okay, especially the cloud computing system. Okay, with this cloud computing system, you only can able to access from anywhere, from home especially. And also you need a platform that provide a business to business integration. That means you need to have a platform to continuous business activity with your all the subcontractor. Like our this BuildSpace, okay, it allow from the tendering stage until the contract awarded, until the e-claim submission, or it can be in one processes, okay, in one platform. So it's a must actually for now, okay, and also it will provide the automated work processes, okay. You need the automated work processes to actually to transform your current traditional work processes, okay. So of course the e-tender is one thing. Actually e-tender, many company want to implement it, okay. The unique of our e-tender is we have a BQ, okay. We can handle for 1,000 or 100,000 of the BQ items. That is our unique. And also the e-claim submission, okay, you can submit the claim through the system as well, okay. And also the e-project management, which we are now going to focusing on this e-project management. But of course, and then the last one actually, of course, is able for you to work from home lah. Okay. So yeah, actually you need to change. Okay. Yeah, this is a chance for you to change lah, can say. Okay. So in the coming soon, actually we are keep on R&D, okay, in other new modules, okay, initiative in our other new modules in BuildSpace, okay, especially on the BIM integration part. We are not focused on the BIM, okay, because BIM, I think many software already cater for the BIM. We only cater for how to integrate into our system, okay, to make it more the simplify the business work processes, okay. So that's our intention, okay. And also project management module, we want to enhance our project management module as well, okay, especially on the QA QC part, okay. And the site management module, okay. Site management actually site management module actually is quite wide, okay. Like we are interested to come out the mobile version, okay, for the site people. Let's say if the site QS, okay, receive any DO, okay, from the site, okay, and then they can send a photo, and then they can just attached through the system. Okay, it's an instant platform lah for all the site people to access. Oh, and also we are very soon we are currently, I think in very soon we will focus on our vendors pre-qualification module, because due to some of the client request us to more enhance on our vendors pre-qualification module. Okay, so this is our R&D initiative for the new modules. Okay, so the next course of action. Okay, I need to ask you all, okay, whether are you all ready to change? Okay, if you're ready to change, okay, we will come out the pre-implementation meeting with your team and division, okay, to further study your existing work processes. Okay, because we are coming as a consultants, okay, we need to analyze your existing work processes and then how to suit into our current processes. Okay, and then we will propose a BuildSpace business workflow for your team or division. Okay, and then after that, okay, we can do the user registration, because since GE already have the system, okay, you can register as a new BU inside the system as well. And also we will provide the briefing and also provide the tutorials. Okay, after this meeting, and then that's all. Is welcome on board. Okay, you can start using the system already. Okay, so this is our next course of action. And then our implementation plan, okay, what we want to do, okay, is first we want to help you to implement the e-tender first. Okay, if you have any ongoing project tender, okay, for subcon tender lah, that means the e-tender. Okay, and then second is import your ongoing projects. Okay, we will help you to, we can assist you to import the ongoing projects. Okay, for you to manage a subcontract through our system. Okay, for example, especially allow the subcontractor to submit claim through the system, and then you can manage your subcon VO and the final account through the system as well. And also you can come out the budgeting reports, okay, from our system. Okay, and then another one is integration with your existing finance system. Okay, actually this part we already have, like we done with the GL. Okay, but the GL is using the MHW, but the base is there. It's depend on what accounting system are you using. Okay, because we have all the accounting code also when you want to export to the any accounting system. Okay, the user can predefine. This one we need to further study on that on this part. Okay, so to make it easier to transfer all this information to your finance department instead of using like Excel or anything. Okay, and then the next one is the document management lah. Okay, you can store all the document related to any sub packages inside the system. Okay, so easier for you to retrieve whatever documents. And then as a collaboration platform also among your subcontractors. Okay, you can continuous communicate. Actually, we have the forum, we have the inter-messaging that I didn't show you. Okay, because that one is quite general. So you can fully utilize that platform to capture all the communication within the contracts. Okay, and then the last one, of course, the management dashboard. Okay, we want to show you the I forgot to show you the management dashboard. Actually, this one we already done for the GL. Okay, we are going to launch update by this weekends. Okay, but for the main contractor one, actually we still left something. Okay, maybe after that I can show you. So that's all. Okay, you do your best, and then we will do the rest. Okay, and then before that I can let me have a 1 minute to show you our dashboard. Okay, let's say for example I log in as a main con. Okay, you can see we have the dashboard here, overview. Yeah, this dashboard you can filter. Okay, you can filter from which month, which year awarded, until which month, which year awarded, and then you can just click the filter. It will auto populate the information. You can see from here. This is all the project that is during this awarded date. Okay, but this information, the graph is not so nice because this is dummy data. Okay, so we automatically populate. Okay, how much your main contract, and then the subcontract total, awarded subcontract, and then your profit how much, and then your percentage profit, and then you can see each in this one. It will show like individual project. Okay, individual project. We can show. Actually, we can further customize. Let's say this is for the group level. So the group level, they can see the GAMUDA engineering. Let's say, the project, and then GAMUDA, let's say M&E, okay, and others like GAMUDA JV. So they can see every single subsidiaries projects information up to this level also. And then you scroll down, you can see from here, this one is a project CD 2020, contract amount is how much, and then this is all your awarded sub package, how much, okay? And then you can see your profit, how much, okay? But this one is a subject, actually it can be grow from time to time. It depends on the what your management needs. As long as the information have inside our system, we can populate it. Okay, for example, I show you one for developer one. Okay, the developer dashboard. Okay, the developer dashboard is more things to see lah actually. Okay, for example, I go to the dashboard here, the overview. This if I show the overall project, let's say from this one. Okay, so it will show the overall budget versus the contract sum and the VO, everything. Then scroll down, it will be by work category, building works, the budget, how much, awarded, how much, hardscape, and then the infrastructure, M&E. So this information, actually, we can populate it out. Okay, this is something like the management dashboard. Your management can access to here, and then they can view whatever data that they want anytime. Okay, so they can just select which date, okay, they want to view, and then they can just filter it. And then the system will automatically populate. Let's say I want to see which township, okay, they can just generate which project, okay, they can automatically populate all this information, okay. This is a dashboard for the developer. Okay, I think my presentation is up to here. Okay, but before that, I need to do some polls. Okay, hopefully y'all can answer me, but don't worry, I will not pass to the GE. This is just for internal analysis only. Okay. Okay. I would just want to know, actually, you guys know what about BuildSpace now? Or my explanation is not so clear. Okay. Hopefully, you guys can answer it. Okay. If not really, you can just put not really, or if totally not at all, you can just put totally not at all. Okay. Okay. I think that's okay. And then I have four questions here actually. Okay. Let's say I close this one. Still got any votes here? I think still got votes come in. Okay. So the next question is, okay, if yes, okay, is it the BuildSpace will help you from day-to-day business of work process? Okay, I think the next question is, are you satisfied with your current workflow? Okay, work process. I mean your current work process instead of using any system. If you feel that the current work process still can, I think it's better than digitize, okay, or digitalization, okay. So you can choose yes. That means you no need to change at the moment. Okay. So the last one actually is what I want to ask is, are you willing to implement BuildSpace in your team or division? Okay. Because if interested, and then we can actually our team can assist the other division to implement the BuildSpace. So, and also it looks like no other questions. Okay. Actually, today my presentation is more on the hands-on practice. So maybe some of you is not so not that not under that task. So maybe yeah, maybe it's not so direct to your usage. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. Hopefully, can see you all during the implementation. Okay, thank you.